We say good morning and welcome once again to those of you listening and viewing. Welcome to the Mid-Morning Buzz here on the Classic Radio and GBN TV, wherever you're listening and viewing us from. Good morning to you once again. This morning we have a rep from, of course, Southern Electrical. I always seem to forget your name, you know.
Llewellyn Duncan.
Llewellyn Duncan.
Yes.
I probably had to put a big note in front of me for that. But anyway, it's all good. Welcome, man. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing okay, man, and good morning to everyone.
All right. You know, anytime we have you here on the program, I would like to say you come bearing good fruits, good information in relation to individual, especially on their electrical needs. It's important today, especially in the folks who may want to, you know, kind of live off the grid, as we would say, in terms of what they need, in terms of their power supply that they need for their homes and businesses and so forth. And from our last conversation we spoke, of course, you did mention, of course, you of course in the process of getting some new items.
Yes, so we actually have landed today a new shipment, large shipment with a lot of new and improved products.
All right.
You know.
So we started. If for someone who is listening right now, who've been listening last week, and I had from, not last week, but our previous program, and they were saying that they have suddenly learned a lot in terms of what's available. And sometimes folks have a tendency of not knowing what's available at that particular store. Because now we think of electrical, so they look at you more in terms of a wiring place, and you know, understand, but they know that you do supply a lot of course, equipment and so forth that they need. Like when we spoke the last time we were here, we spoke about the fans.
Yes.
You understand? And someone said, I never knew that they sell fans.
Yes, so we sell everything. We like to say from conduit to finish.
From conduit to finish. All right, great. So what's available, of course, in your recent, of course, arrivals? What will be available now?
So we have some new and improved products, new, more efficient inverters, new and more upgraded lithium batteries. You know, we know that technology is improving every year at a rapid pace that, like, you know, sometimes
you say by the year. I like to say by the second sometime, you know.
Yep. So we have brand new lithium batteries, LFP batteries. We have new on the market to us, the 10 kilowatt model.
Okay.
We still carry the bigger 15 kilowatt units, and those are LFP batteries, very reliable. You know, it's modern technology that will give you a good lifespan.
Talk to me about the efficiency of these batteries per se.
Yeah, so compared to what we had in the past, like the lead acid batteries.
Yes.
Lead acid batteries are the ones that, you know, you have to maintain. They're called maintenance batteries. So you will have to, you know, keep putting the battery water and so. But those batteries, generally, you cannot discharge them at a very low rate. So you want to keep them like around 50%. If you tend to use them beyond 50%, it depletes the lifespan of the battery, you know, drastically. And so up from that, we have AGM, or what is the non-maintenance batteries. They are sealed, so you can also, the benefit is you can mount them upside down, you can mount them on the wall. There's nothing to spill out.
Okay.
And those batteries, generally, you don't have to maintain them, but those give you a lifespan of about maybe 6 to 7 years, and you also can't discharge them to lower than about 40%.
Okay.
So with lithium, new technology, lithium batteries, they are more deep cycle.
Okay.
And you can discharge a lithium battery. You know, you can go right down as low as 20%, some 10%. It's not recommended, you know, to be using it all the way down to zero.
Some manufacturers usually say it's better to get it down low and have it recharged somehow. Some manufacturers will say that.
Yes.
As you say, it's not even it's recommended.
Yes.
But some say it's okay if you could go that low and get that full recharge once again.
Yes.
It's like a dial and come back again. Some folks like to put it in that particular.
Yes, that's true. And while you can, it's generally not recommended. So you try to keep the state of charge. You know, for me personally, I like working with 80% to 20%. You know, that keeps the batteries happy. You're not stressing them out.
Yes.
And so you have to understand also lithium batteries. There's different types also of lithium batteries. There's the Ni, there's the LFP, there's the life PoE, you know, and different types of batteries, you know, just like how you have your modern electric vehicles like your Tesla,
yes,
and you have even vehicles now with LFP battery packs too. And, you know, it's all about discharging it safely so you get as much lifespan as possible.
For the benefit of listeners, as we are on the batteries, recommendation in terms of maintenance. There will be a listener who maybe have purchased from you and thinking, what is the best maintenance practice? Talk to me in relation to that.
So because, well, in specifically talking about lithium batteries, because they are sealed,
yes,
you don't have to put water in them like we mentioned, but what I would recommend is that you always keep your batteries clean.
Yes.
You keep the area where the batteries
especially
are
the terminals
well ventilated,
yes,
because you know how dust is. It tends to accumulate, and you don't want them getting into the fans,
yes,
and you don't want the dust to interrupt the flow of the air. So I would say the best practice, in all honesty, is just keeping the area clean, keeping the vents clean, because you want to make sure that the fan doesn't suck up any debris.
I mean, no, we have those Sahara dust a whole lot these days. So
and not only that, but we live in a country where it's a very strong marine environment.
Yes.
We're on an island, and you can't get away from the rust.
Yes.
So as much as possible, I will say, try to keep your batteries and all your, you know, worthy equipment away from the salt, away from the elements. It's the best practice that you can do.
And that will certainly help in the longevity of the batteries per se, and whatever else you use for those purposes.
Yes, of course.
Let's talk inverters types and you have and of course what you gotten lately.
So lately we have a new shipment of DE inverters. These are hybrid inverters. So of course a hybrid inverter is one that will allow you to work both ways. You can use the energy for yourself, and the excess you can share it back to the grid. So it's called a hybrid, unlike the off-grid where, you know, you're just using the energy by yourself and not putting it back to the grid.
Okay.
Right? So we have DE inverters. We have 6, 8, 10, 12 kilowatt models.
Okay.
And we also received a new type of inverter that's called an ESS.
Talk to me.
And the ESS, they are all-in-one solutions, and they're very compact. So those are recommended for people that have very limited space.
Okay.
So the inverter, the batteries, the charge controller, everything is in one unit. It's slim. You can go against the wall. You can even put it in something as tiny as a closet.
Okay.
You know, so those are the ESS models. And we also have new and improved off-grid inverters as well. Previously, we had the highest model we offered was the 10 kilowatt units, but now we have the 12 kilowatt off-grid units. And you can link up to 6 of those together.
All right. Which creates a level of efficiency for you, having all of them interconnected together.
Yes, right. So it depends on what your needs are. We have something for everybody.
What about the after service in relation to these equipment being purchased from you?
So we offer a warranty of 5 years.
Yes.
And we even have a 3-year warranty too on our lithium batteries. And the benefit of that, you know, the reality is, yes, you can go and shop online. Yeah. But when you shop online and when you import for yourself, you know, there's no warranty, there's no guarantee. Whatever you bring in, you know, you're just on your own.
Yeah.
So we provide that support. And of course, the warranty on our solar panels are 20 years.
Okay.
But you know, every component has a different warranty or guarantee period.
Right.
And you know, sometimes persons need to understand that why different things have a different warranty, because certain things are safe to just be out there, like the solar panels. They can stay on your roof for 10 years, 20 years, no problem. But you know, based on user input, you can actually ruin your inverter in a day if not used properly.
All right.
So that's why we have different time spans for different things.
In terms of the warranty and so forth. So tell us, what else is there to mention in terms of, you know, in terms of the products you may have received?
Yes. So in support of all the products we mentioned, we have full installation hardware to make the job as turnkey as possible.
Which means includes all of the components that you...
Yes. So all of, you know, even the different types of roof racking, and the fasteners that go onto the panels. We have the different types of brackets. We have the wires. We have the connectors. Apart from that, we also have some newly designed protection devices.
Okay.
So you can have a box with a built-in surge protector.
Okay.
So you can actually protect everything on the circuit. And, you know, it's nicely designed. It has your DC breakers. It has your surge protector and clean looking so that, you know, you don't have to buy too much components.
All right. I mean, and the option for this is encouraging folks to come on down to Synergy Electrical. Of course, we would love you to make that call, go to our Facebook page, but come on down. You know, that see for yourself makes a difference. Eh?
Yes, of course. When you're able to see, you're able to touch, you can even
experience. Have that option of a bit of a demonstration in terms of the functioning. Head on down to Synergy Electrical and get that done.
And what I like to do also is, you know, sometimes when I deal with customers in person, I will often pull out my phone and give them a live demo of a system that is already up and running in real time.
And of course, information in terms of the efficiency of it and so forth. You certainly can get that. Anything else we missed?
Yeah, so, well, you know, we always have new things. You know, apart from that, we have recently new shipment of lights. We also have our chandeliers back in stock.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people, you know, I remember a few years ago when those came out, you know, people were like, what is this? But now everyone seems to be catching on, you know?
All right.
So we always have new and exciting products. We have everything to support your, you know, from new buildings to renovations. You know, something I always recommend and tell persons to do, especially those who are renting properties and so, is that when you improve the aesthetic of your property, it increases the value significantly. You know, and I'm very proud when I go around and I look at all these newly built businesses, restaurants, and so. And chances are, when you see somewhere that the lighting is nice, it's from Southern Electrical. That's how you know.
All right. I want to thank you a whole lot for popping by and sharing information. My recommendation is maybe one of these days you could probably bring one of the products so we can have that a bit of a visual for folks who may be hearing it from you, who may not have gotten the chance to come on down to Southern Electrical to view it themselves.
And you actually gave me, as you said, that a better idea.
Yeah.
I think it would be better to have GBN come down.
That's true. There's also the option of you doing a video production yourself. We could probably play as the program is going on, and we could you could probably narrate about it as we go along.
Yes. And in fact, I think in one of our ads we do have a solar installation in there, but we will probably, you know, do a more informative session to show people exactly how simple it is, because a lot of people are thinking it's complicated when it's as much simpler than we think.
And it could be a basic do-it-yourself project sometimes, depending on the nature of what you want to do.
Yes, exactly.
All right. I want to thank you once again for coming and sharing information, and certainly hope that folks would come on down and see the products themselves and make life easy for themselves these days in terms of whatever they need.
Yes,
thank you once again, man.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, folks, that's going to wrap today's edition of the Mid-Morning Buzz. Join me again for another edition. Until then, folks, have a good one. That's what we say goodbye.